One thing that always struck me about Rush Limbaugh, and I think it was key in some ways to his success, was that he meant it. When he said it, he meant it.
Nigga with an A on the end. Well, I think I can now. Isn't that the point? Because it's not racist. That's the point. I could be talking about a male. I could be a Chinese male. A guy at the laundromat.
He defended the traditions of this country, and he spoke for tens of millions of us.
How many of you guys, in your own experience with women, have learned that no means yes if you know how to spot it? They didn't have time. They only had time to put Biden's name on these fake ballots and then feed them into the system. Dominion tabulators, and that they did, they fed an equal number of votes for both Trump and Biden, was spat out of the machine as a 26% lead for Biden.
Meanwhile, Al Sharpton goes out the front door. Yes, I spoke a little Negro dialect there. I can do that when I want to. In and out the front door.
A very decent and nice person, by the way. I'm sure others have said that, but it's true.
Is the cute kid in the White House? No, that's not the kid. That's the kid.
What does it say about the college co-ed Susan Fluke, who goes before a congressional committee and essentially says that she must be paid to have sex? What does that make her? It makes her a slut, right? Makes her a prostitute. She wants to be paid to have sex. If we're going to have to pay for this, then we want something in return, Ms. Fluke, and that would be the videos of all this sex posted online so we can see.
The thing that I think defines him the most, he loved this country. He was a patriot. The coronavirus has been weaponized by the media and by opponents of Donald Trump as the latest weapon they might be able to use to get rid of him. Hospitals are not being overrun like you're being told. They call it sexual objectification, demeaning, not taking women seriously, but it's just the way of the world. Boys chase girls. But a tiny minority of these protesters, and undoubtedly including some Antifa Democrat-sponsored instigators, did decide to go to the Capitol to protest.
This is an absolute gut punch to conservatives in America, to Republicans in America.
You're a foreigner. Shut your mouth or get out. And if you come here illegally, you're going to jail.
Political correct society is acting like some giant insult's taking place by calling a bunch of people who are retards. I've been for trannies for a long time. I said, I don't know if you've heard otherwise. Feminism was established so as to allow unattractive women easier access to the mainstream of society.
It doesn't look like Michelle Obama follows her own dietary advice. I'm trying to say that our First Lady does not project the image of women that you might see on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
There are plenty of lard-ass women in politics, and they get a total pass on it.
But if you boiled it down, he cut through a lot of noise and went to an issue beyond the back and forth that we cover every day.
Here you have a black president trying to destroy a white policeman.
The media has been very desirous that a black quarterback do well. We're interested in black coaches and black quarterbacks doing well. I think there is a little hope invested in McNabb, and he got a lot of credit for the performance of this team that he really didn't deserve.
You put your kids on a school bus, you expect safety, but in Obama's America, the white kids now get beat up with the black kids cheering, yeah, right on, right on, right on.
So David Patterson will become the massa, who gets to appoint whoever gets to take Massa's place. So for the first time in his life, Patterson's going to be a massa. Those of us who have studied Kamala Harris, those of us who looked into her background, we know she's not African-American. She doesn't have slave blood. She's not down for the struggle. They have discovered that Obama does have slave blood. It's preposterous that Caucasians are blamed for slavery when they've done more to end it than any other race. If any race of people should not have guilt about slavery. It's Caucasians.
Put it to you this way, the NFL all too often looks like a game between the Bloods and the Crips.
The way this can all be worked out, Clyburn's new position, driving Miss Nancy.
In the end, Powell will vote for Obama. There's no doubt of it. The titular head of the Republican Party, the ideal model Republican, will vote for Obama. Melanin is thicker than water, folks.
The salesperson obviously thought that the Oprah couldn't afford the, $38,100 bag. Maybe it's because the Oprah's fat. Well, that's another. How was the Oprah dressed? I mean, she didn't look like the Oprah, obviously. Was she wearing a jumpsuit with tennis shoes, maybe Air Jordans that were not laced up? I mean, who knows?
We've lost a voice like no other, and like there will never be again. And particularly at a time when we need a voice like his.
If you walk up to the woman and say, would you please ask your breasts to stop staring at my eyes?